Thank you for tuning into my videos. To support the channel and unlock exclusive perks, you can join us on YouTube channel membership and Patreon. Follow the links in the video description below. Select your level of support and help keep the content coming. This channel exists because of the support we have from fans just like you. Thanks and enjoy the video. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points and a matchup that's been going on for over a decade on the channel. It is the Tau Empire versus the Ultramarines. My, how times have changed.
2 decades.
Yeah, this was one of the... When we got back into Warhammer 40,000, this was the army that I started, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then you've been playing Ultramarines since you were born.
A new generation.
Yeah, a lot has changed.
So
this is a league game. We have 8 armies in the league. Now we're going to add in the 9th and 10th army. So Tau Empire, I'm going to run these. And then James, we rejoice to see him in the league now. So he's played a game of his Astra Militarum. You can check out that battle. That should be live. And then now he's going to put the Ultramarines into the mix as well for the Imperial cause on the channel. So with James added in, we're kind of getting a 3-player representation here. If I'm the Xenos guy, James is the loud, bellowing Imperial player, and then Mike's got the Chaos Space Marine armies as well. So I think that's working out all right. The 3 of us representing each. It is the Revenge of the Imperium. Is the what?
And you don't collect Chaos?
Never. Well, just Alpha Legion, but they're,
just Alpha Legion.
Right. So, the league, if you're not familiar with the format, it's a qualifying stage throughout the season. It's 2 games. We add together the total points, and then we'll take the top 8 armies, then put them through to sudden death knockout stage. And that hopefully happens later on in the year. And then by the end of the year, sort of Christmas time, we establish a channel champion. It could be James. It could be the Ultramarines spearheaded by Marnius Augustus Calgar. Hoorah. So, for the Tau, it's Cadian detachment. Bear in mind, they retain the crown. They are channel champions at the moment. So we have the double commander combo here. So Commander Ghost side first of all, in no particular order. That's an Enforcer battlesuit for him. Quad fusion blasters being taken, and then Precision of the Patient Hunter upgrade. Then for drones, it is 2 shield drones. 2 shield drones again on the second commander, Commander NATO. And he is taking the plasma rifles across the board for him. And 2 shield drones been taken for him as well. Exemplar of Cadian is his enhancement. Cadre Fireblade. We have an Ethereal was facing the wrong way. Should be facing that way. Oh, he's just giving a speech to his men. But an Ethereal across it. Fish friends. Ethereal across here. Extra bonus for him or enhancement for Unity Devastation being taken for him.
I hate that term.
And then strike teams, 2 squads of 10. Add Fire Warriors, and they're taking the Pulse Rifles. The 2 drones for them is a Guardian drone and a Marker drone for both those squads. Double Shield drone being taken for both of those characters. Then we have a squad of 10 Breachers, same drone loadout for those. Devilfish Transport taking 2 Seeker Missiles on there. 2 Stealth teams with Marker drone, Shield drone. And then, gosh, so much to go through here. Piranhas on the left-hand side, squad of 3. Seeker missiles being taken, the drones, and the fusion gun option on each of those. 2 hammerheads, both the same. The main rail gun, smart missile systems, and 2 seeker missiles. Devilfish we've covered. We've got a ghost kill with the 2 drones, cyclic iron raker, and twin fusion blasters being taken on that. The 3 broadsides here with their heavy rail rifles, twin plasma rifles, and a seeker missile on each of those. Drone combinations is one of them's carrying a marker drone, and then it's missile drones across the board for the other slots. And then 2 units of crisis battle suits, squads of 3, mixed drones, gun drone, shield drone, marker drones being taken. And then we have these ones here, the Sunforge battle suits with the double fusion blasters, and then here double plasma rifle on the fire knife configuration battle suits. And the idea is the commander goes with each of them. That is the list here for the tower. Tower commander will be NATO in this game, and on him we're going to put Paint Licker's paint pot for this battle, one of the Phoenix Lords, and the second in command, Commander Ghost type, will be Ite Miara, one of the Autarchs. They can work in tandem here in this game, hopefully to bring about a great and glorious victory for the greater good. 5 gold level patrons to support us during this battle for critical dice rolling. Connor Collins plays the Tau, Michael German, Longbow BB, another Tau player, Dave Humphreys, and Nate Miller. Again, another Tau player. So good support here. There's other Tau players and commanders rooting for us in this battle against the Ultramarines. That's the list here for the Tau. We'll take a look at the Space Marines next. So I don't think we've played this for a long time. A long time, yeah. And it's one of the classics on the channel. You've got Calgar, and I noticed something different about him. His head's different.
Yeah, I can interchange the helmet on or helmet off.
Is helmet on today?
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Thinks it's going to keep him safe, is it?
Protected.
Okay. Calgar's in. We'll let James run through his list here.
He's ready to headbutt some Tau.
Oh, please.
As well as his gauntlet of Ultramar. Yeah. So we have 2,000 points of Ultramarines. It's 1995. There's a slight points increase from last time, so I had to dump the ancient. Mm-hmm. But I've got a infiltrator squad instead.
Okay.
For the points. So leading the task force today is Manius Augustus Calgar. He has crossed the Rubicon, and he has his 2 Honor Guard brethren with him. So we have Winston Adkins that's going to represent that model today, and then with the 2 Honor Guard we have Nate Miller and Sam Hermes.
Cool.
So the detachment is of course a Gladius task force, which is to me is the most narrative detachment I can use. I can change depending on the Codex Astartes under Guilliman's orders, but we will stick to the Gladius task force today.
Okay.
I've got 2 units of aggressors, one with Flamestorm gauntlets. They will be attached to Manius Calgar.
Stop. What is this? What are you painting? What's that for? I just found this next to your box.
I found it.
You found it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We don't
it's
believe
the old
it.
Citadel.
We don't believe it. Purple. What are you painting purple?
Well, I painted
no,
that.
Painted what? You bought this paint pot to paint the armour on that?
No.
No way. Don't believe that. I know what you're painting. Emperor's Children. Don't you? Silence. Caught him.
No. The evidence is there.
Right, okay. Let us know in the comments section if you believe him. Okay, carry on. Carry on where you left off.
Anyway, so the Flamestorm Gauntlets aggressors are going to be attached to Marnius Calgar.
Mhm.
And then we have the Boltstorm Gauntlets attached to Captain Akaran, who's second in command
Cool.
today. So Captain Akaran, he has just got the Honor for Hement ability. And then we have a unit of Hellblasters. The Lieutenant has got Fire Discipline as his enhancement.
Okay.
So he's got that. So it's 10 Hellblasters. He is equipped with Bolt Rifle, and the rest are equipped with Hellblaster Plasma Incinerators.
Dangerous unit.
One unit of Intercessors, just my troop's choice. And I may split them into 2 units of 5.
You've got names on nearly the whole squad.
Whole squad. Yeah.
Wow, so they're nearly completely customised. So we've got Tyler Grizzle, Brian McCarthy, the Zoid Forge, and Matthew Reck, Sergeant Ray Cross, Harrison Leach, Donald Hammer, Shay Strait, and Peter Nestro.
Okay. Sparks is the Lieutenant, and Anthony Leach is in command of the Hellblaster squad.
Lieutenant Sparks. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we've got Kieran Dix in command of the Infiltrators.
Okay, yep.
So they are the Bolt Carbine unit.
They're great sculpts. They really are nice.
Yeah.
Oh boy, look at that.
Yeah, it's nice
Yeah.
models. I will be eventually getting some Phobos units, like Scouts detachment one day. And then we've got 2 units of free Inceptors. That's commanded by Paul David Gray. We've got a Redemptor Dreadnought equipped with the Heavy Plasma Incinerator. And then we've got a Repulsor equipped with a Las Talon, Twin Las Cannon, and Repulsor Defensive Array. And that there is 1995 points, brother. Courage and honour, we march for McCrack, and we shall know no fear!
Oh, I thought it was going to do not so loud today. Ouch. All right, ear-splitting stuff. Well done, James. Good to see the army coming together. Great to see Marnius Augustus Calgar. What else is on the way?
Yes, I was going to bring Blade Guard, but I had a bit of an accident with the Blade Guard.
Right.
The plastic glue exploded on the model, and it melted the model.
Oh dear. So hang on a second.
So I had to.
You're secretly painting Emperor's Children. You've had
No,
so-called
Blade Guard veterans, brother. Primaris. Imperials.
You had a so-called accident with your Ultramarines and it's delayed their arrival.
It was all like I was doing all the construction and everything like that, and then all of a sudden I saw this, and it spat upon my Blade Guard veteran. I was like, oh no, that's 30 quid down the drain.
Oh dear.
So
Ouch.
I had to start all over again.
And there's a Brutalis on the way as well.
Yes, that's
Okay.
currently on the painting desk.
That's
If you want to check out the work in progress, do check out the Discord. And
Oh, it's on there. Oh, very good. Okay.
yes, it'll be picked
Yeah,
up
if you're a channel member at any tier or you're a patron at any tier, you can join us on the Discord server. So if do get in touch if you're not on there already. We can add you to that community, no problem. I'm going to shout out 5 Patreons here that James is using. So that's Chris Comiskey, Gavin, and Michael Fryer, Sam Hermes, and Darth Windu. Did you call out yours?
I'll call out my comrades.
They're across there as well. Winston Adkins, Sparks, Nate Miller, Sam Hermes, Kieran Dix, Archie Evans, Paul David Gray, and Chris Comiskey as well. So plenty of patronic and member support for James. You can support James directly over on his channel. I think I have links for that in the video description below. You can see where he's attached names onto units and allocations and so on. That's all part of the perks there. It means you can be represented in his games here on my channel and then over on James's channel as well. So support him if you can. Yeah. That's much appreciated. So that's the list for the boys in blue as they prepare to face off against the champion fish people. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. Alright, so we have a scenario. The primary mission is supply drop. Tipping point is the deployment zone, and adapt or die is the mission rule. We'll call out the deployment zone first of all. Tau at this end of the table fighting from end to end. So their deployment zone is like a step running across. You can see it marked by the orange dice. And then the step deployment here for the Ultramarines marked by the red dice. We have 5 objectives on the board. It's one dead center. It's up there so we can see it nice and clearly, but we'll measure from the base though, so it's not going to make any impact if it's higher up. So one dead center. There's a home or like an objective that's in your deployment zone. Each one here for the Ultramarines, one across the other side there for the tower, and then 2 other no man's land objectives. One here, and then one just next to the ruin across the other side. I'll call out terrain just whilst we're looking at the terrain. So you see these buildings here, these large ruins. We're going to play the template of those as ruins and obscuring. So we'll go by the hard edge. That's going to be this one, that one, that one, and that one. And then this whole structure here in the middle. So all of that, the hard edge, will play as seal buildings and containers, going by the hard edge, obscuring also. So there's plenty of terrain for units to hide behind. There's also some barricades dotted around the board, a couple of craters, and that's pretty much it for terrain. So for the mission rule, adapt or die, twice in the game it lets you draw an extra tactical mission card, and you can pick which one and put the other one back into the deck. So it just lets you draw a couple of extras if you need that during the battle. So then for the primary mission, it is supply drop. So once the game gets going, players start of the battle, players select 2 different objective markers in no man's land. One is the alpha objective and one is the omega. So the no man's land objectives is this one, the one in the middle, one across the other side. Once the game gets going, so we're going to deploy not knowing which is which. And then basically 2 of the 3 objectives are going to disappear before the end of the game. So there'll be a rush potentially for the last no man's land objective, whichever one that is. So turn 4, start of the 4th battle round, the alpha objective is removed from the battlefield, and then the start of the 5th battle round, all the other objective markers, which will be just one extra one, will be removed from the battlefield, leaving the omega objective left on the table. So it could be any of these, or randomize it once the game gets going. Then for scoring points, turn 2 onwards, you get 5 victory points in the 2nd and 3rd battle rounds for each of the no man's land objectives that they control. You get 8 victory points in the 4th battle round, and then 15 victory points for that final no man's land objective. 15 points. So there is a massive incentive to claim the middle ground, wherever that is. It could be dead center, could be here, could be across the other side. Both of us are going to go for the random draw on secondaries. We'll now start alternating place units on the board next. Right, so I mentioned the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So battle mat is from gamemat.eu, and then we're also using it's the Chem Zone terrain set here. In the centre of the board, you get these vats, these containers, which are the same dimensions as Munitorum and field containers. Those containers across there, so you get some of those in the set, and also a good number of pipes as well. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats, all shapes and sizes. They do double-sided mats, an array of sizes 60 by 44, 6 by 4, and so on. Link for them below, and you'll also see a discount code for 11% off across the store, and they are shipping worldwide. All right, so deployment's done for both sides. James a lot quicker, good number of units in reserve, and units going inside transports. So a smaller footprint of an army. Got through his deployment pretty quick. The Tau finished up with theirs. Tau heavy on reserves as well. Interesting. Both armies able to draw upon units from reserve. So we'll do the Tau first. 2 hammerheads here, looking down in this direction. What's interesting about this board, fighting from end to end, is these open roadways across here. There's good blocking terrain, but also these open fields of fire, these corridors of death across here, potentially. This road, one across the other side. Infiltrators here, the stealth team, on that objective already. Again, we don't know which one's going to be the alpha and the omega objective. Fire warriors here getting ready to move up. Stealth team positioned here. That's the 2nd stealth team just hidden away behind that building. They're not lone operative. They're stealth, but they're not lone operatives. If you can get line of sight and range to them, then they can be shot. Then around the other side, if aerials joined this squad to anchor the home objective. Broadside set up here. I knew they were going there, but partly deploying them in a way where I can see Calgar and his squad. James has deployed them boldly here. Fortune favours the brave, James has said, with the need to push out onto the central objective potentially, or it could be one of these flank objectives as well. The final unit we put down was the Devilfish. Again, Fortune favours the brave of these. Again, ready to pounce on that central objective. Inside that is the Cadre Fireblade and the Breacher team. And then deploying in, infiltrating with the Ghost Kill. Very useful unit to have. That's deployed right up on top of this objective across here. So that's Tau deployment, plenty of units on the board. But in reserve, 2 deep strike drops here of Crisis Battlesuit teams, commander going of each squad. They're inside the Devilfish and also flanking with the Piranha squad of 3. Then for the Ultramarines, real good use of the Infiltrators, tucking right in here and immediately grabbing the central objective. Very well hidden away. Then to follow up behind them is the Aggressors, being joined by Manius Augustus Calgar and his bodyguard unit. So that's a tough enough nut to crack, but they are semi-exposed there. There's dangers on either flanks. James, I think, is going to look to push forwards. But then to back them up, but making use of terrain, is the Dreadnought, Redemptor Dreadnought, and the split here with the 2 squads of regular Intercessors. And then finally the Repulsor. Inside that is the Hellblasters and Lieutenant, which means James has some units in reserve, which will be the 2 squads of Inceptors, deep striking in. They're inside their transport, and then flanking with Akaran and his Aggressor squad. So that's deployment done for both sides. All right, he's ready. I think James wants to go first. The Tau would like to go first as well. I'm going to use these Frosty Tau dice, donated by Longbow BB himself. The Tau Frost dice say this.
4.
A 4. Okay, good enough. Or is it?
A 5.
You're joking. He's got a 5. James goes first. Interesting. So you can make the first move. Tau Channel Champions. There is pressure on the Tau to score very well in this game, just to try and make sure that we qualify to try and defend our title. So there's pressure on us. Pressure on the Ultramarines, being entered into the league here, up against a lot of firepower here for the Tau. We're going to turn 1. Space Marines have the initiative. Stop. Whoa. Stop. We know who's going first. Hold it right there. Which is which? Ooh. Do you want to roll up?
For what? Sorry.
The objectives.
Oh, yes.
You can roll a dice of doom or destiny. 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6 will be the alpha objective. This is the one that will be removed on turn 4.
3.
The middle one is going to disappear on turn 4. Oh, boy. So that one's going to go. It's going to be there for most of the... Well, it's going to be there for turns 1, 2, and 3, but then it's going to be gone. Okay. Next. 1, 2, or 3. This one here is the final objective. The Omega.
3.
It's that one. This is the 15-point final game grabbing objective. We were hoping for a quiet game across here. Not so. This is where it's going to be at here during the battle. So massive incentive to go for this one. That one across there is quite tasty. It's going to last until turn 4 as well. No, turn 5, sorry. That's going to be removed. Start turn 5. So this one's going to be the one that remains to the very end of the battle. So keep that in mind as we go on to James's movement phase. doubt about it. This is a tricky game for the Ultramarines. Corridors of firepower up against the tower, and a bit of a march here towards these objectives. So I think what James is going for is to semi-abandon that objective. Can't take on the full tower gun line. And so the obvious emphasis is across here. So James is starting to manoeuvre across to ultimately get to this point on the board, but also to anchor the centre of the table as well. So infiltrators remaining where they are. Calgar and his squad advancing to make use of this terrain, just trying to leapfrog through the terrain as they head off across in this direction. Devastator Doctrine, so some advanced moves taking place. Intercessor squad's moved across and sticky objective on that, claimed it. The other squad's moved across. Redemptor's moved up but not gone into the terrain, sheltered behind here. And then the Repulsor's moved round. We'll be able to get a couple of shots off here against this Hammerhead.
One shot is twin legs.
Right. That's it. Movement done. James will await his reserves. And we're going to shooting phase.
Going to do the Hunter's Slayer. I'm going to call upon
Opening shots here.
Darth Windu.
Tower have got the guns, but James will try and make it as difficult as possible for the tower to try and get their targets.
So twin las cannon and Hunter's Slayer. Going to shoot into your Hammerhead.
Yep.
Okay, so Hunter's Slayer first.
Okay.
Needing a BS2+.
Fine.
That's a 4. Oh, Oath of Moment was going to be on that Hammerhead, sorry.
Of course, yeah, of course, yeah.
Sorry.
That's fine. Okay, +1 to the wound roll then. Toughness 10.
Strength 14.
2s to wound.
2s.
Oath of Moment's really useful.
That's a 4. It's AP -3.
-3, bit of cover. -2. 5 up, actually, to block this. No.
D6.
Hold it right there. I'd rather keep the damage away. So I'll spend the CP to try and block this one. Come on. No, you've got it. Ouch.
D6. 4.
4 wounds. Not bad. Dropping down to 9 wounds left. It's a good start. I think, surely you must be glad you went first. I had the broadsides with line of sight to pump shots into the honor guard. Yeah, so.
Las cannon. Hitting on 3s.
3's rerollable.
Rerollable.
Missed. Okay. And I think that is firepower finished. No charges. End of turn. So cards drawn, by the way, for James was Secure No Man's Land.
I'm going to dump this one.
And he's going to dump Assassination, which was the other card that was drawn. He also used up one of the Adapt or Die tokens there for a drawing a card, which was Containment, which he ended up putting back into the deck. So, Assassination dumped. Secure No Man's Land will pick up some points for you. 2. All right, so points picked up. End of turn. The armies are some distance away from each other. We're going to Tower turn 1 next. All right, so Tower turn 1. Cards drawn as No Prisoners and Overwhelming Force. We dumped Overwhelming Force, using up one of our tokens there for Adapt or Die. And drew Extend Battle Lines, much more useful for us. That's controlling the home objective, then one objective in No Man's Land. So, Tower working their way around the edges, planning to try and counter James's manoeuvring across here. Ghost Kill has emerged around the corner, claimed that objective on that flank. Broadside, slight readjustment with them. No real target for them at the moment. James is sort of abandoning this side across here and then making the emphasis across in this direction to go after this. Fire Warriors holding. There was the temptation with the breaches to move out and then try and ambush these, but this is a flamer unit with a lot of shots. They would cook those fish for sure. So we've stayed inside our transport. I'm just going to hold off for now. Both hammerheads. This one's remained stationary to fire back at the tank, and this one's emerged around the corner with a stealth team to guide it in with its firepower across here. Stealth team shifting to its left, again to triangulate firepower, and then Fire Warriors advancing, moving up to man the barricade and anchor this objective, set for a defense here, hopefully throughout the game. That is movement done. Simple task for the tower, that's to use their heavy firepower, the railgun especially, try and take out this tank if we can. James has got plenty of CP, so he can pop smoke and do all sorts of things to try. No!
Can't pop smoke in my vehicles.
What?
Doesn't have the smoke keywords. No smoke launchers on them.
Oh. All right then. Armor of Contempt, maybe. Let's try and give you some kind of chance.
AP minus 5 shots.
Yeah. So, I think you're a base of a 3-up save.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yeah. Armor of Contempt will at least give you a chance, I think, on a 6. Anyway, we'll press on to shooting phase here. Tower Firepower about to be unleashed. James ain't going to bother. We're going to be guided in here with marker-like keyword units. We'll be scrubbing cover. AP minus 5, even if you used Armor of Contempt. I think it's not going to help you. It's base of 3-up save.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just going to have to take it. Okay. If it hits, correct. So we sat still heavy. We're going to go for 2s for our hits here. So him firing, guided in by these. Across here. And we'll go to Connor Collins, Tau player. He says, firepower, not melee, preferable. 2s. We get the hit just about on a 2. We're going to try and wound you on. What is your toughness? I think it's 11. 12?
I think your repulse toughness 12.
Yeah.
Yep.
3s to win them. Wound goes through. It's AP minus 5. And the damage is a D6 plus 6. Ouch. 12 damage.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Okay.
4 wounds left.
4 wounds left. So, coming from that is the 2 Seeker missiles. 2 shots and then 2s. 2 5s. It's good shooting from Connor here. It's pretty good, actually. They are strength 14, I believe. Seeker missile strength 14. 3s to wound. 1 goes through. Do you know what? I think we can even re-roll that one. Targeting a rate, and as model selects to shoot, you can reroll 1 wound roll, or you can reroll a wound roll. Yeah, so we'll reroll this wound roll. Yeah, both go through. Ignoring cover and AP minus 3. Okay, so we've got AP minus 3 here, so 6s. No, and it's going to be kills here. It's 2d6 plus 2 in total. So it's another 10 damage. Target destroyed, and it doesn't blow up. All right, we'll let James resolve here with the Lieutenant and Hellblasters emerging from that vehicle. But 1 Tau Hammerhead has taken it down. Deadly shooting. All right, so tank removed from play, disembarking. One of them was then shot by a railgun. Shot here from this Hammerhead, and that's firepower done. We did the smart missile systems into the infiltrators and missed, and there's 1 bit of firepower left, which will be model slain here, by the way. James failed to activate it to get it to shoot before it was removed. James also lost 1 model from disembarking as well, so it's down to a squad of 8 plus the Lieutenant. Ghost kill into these. Damage 3 of the Cyclic Iron Reka, so it's worth a go. There's 9 models, so do you know what? I don't think it's blast anymore. I actually think it's just straight up 6 shots. Yes. So we're going to overcharge the Raycaster. It's the only thing we've got in range. And we're going to need 4s. We've got no help from anyone guiding us in. So we are going to supercharge. 4s for hits. Absolutely horrific. Trying to wound. And no wound. And then do we get hot? We don't. All right, it's firepower finished. Firepower entirely finished here for the tower. So shooting phase finished for them. The main mission was to bring that tank down, and it was done very effectively. End of turn. Good update on the score. So extend battle lines and no prisoners, both fulfilled. 7 points total. 7 points to 2. Very early stages. James has got to get from here to here. He's got to run the gauntlet. He has blindsided a chunk of the Tau army. There's the danger of my deep striking crisis battlesuit teams arriving. They'll cause trouble. This is a tough one here for the Ultramarines, but surely their only direction they can go is across here to the ultimate prize, which awaits them over here. Tough one for the Ultramarines. Courage and honour, brother. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Space Marines next. All right, so turn 2 for the Ultramarines. This is a tough one. We know this is tough for James. He's got to get from there to there. And you may find yourself in a similar situation when you're playing a game of 40k. You're up against, the odds are stacked against you. What do you do? So one thing James can do, and he's picked up 5 points straight away for the control of this objective. The secondary is in his favour. Area Dinar, which he'll get. And the other one, behind enemy lines, which James can do. He's got deep striking Inceptors. So you can go into the mode of, I'm in trouble for this game, but you can play the points game. So go for the secondaries under withering firepower, and the odds are against you, but you can still try and play the game you're trying to pick up points. James can do that here. He may not make it here. He may well struggle. The tower may grab victory here in this game, but 40k is hard to predict at times. But he can still try and play the game to pick up the points, get those points in. So priority is just raking the points any way you can, get the points on the board. So with that in mind, James will play to the mission. He'll also play to the secondaries as they come along. Okay, James has to use all his cunning here. Some interesting moves taking place. Advance. They've all got assault keyword, haven't they, in their weapons? So James will be shooting with these. They're all shifting across in this direction, anchoring the home objective. James is not moving here to try and make it as difficult as possible. Preserve your numbers. That's another tactic you can use if you feel the odds are stacked against you. Avoid and try and stay alive to keep as much of your force on the board as possible. That's what James is also trying to do. Inceptor's landing across there. Interesting. Okay, just as a menace to try and counter my infiltrator. Intercessor spreading out. Dreadnought. James is not going to commit the Dreadnought. He's not going to have it wander out there. There's no point. He's going to keep it sheltered, bring it out when he needs it. For example, when Crisis battlesuits arrive. James's intention is to try and clear these out of the way, try and open up the flank a little bit. He's going to keep Captain Akaran off the board. And he's now dropping Inceptors across there. That move is for behind enemy lines. Again, to pick up points, get the points on the board here for this league game. The league adds an interesting dynamic to the games that we're playing. And it often pushes us to really go to the final conclusion, the very last roll of the dice on turn 5, just to make sure all points are in. Alright, just to make you aware, we do have an historical Wargames channel. It is live. We're creating content for it at the moment. If you're a fan of bolt action or thinking of getting into that, what else do we have, James? Napoleonic ships, 28mm Napoleonics, Warhammer Ancient Battles, all sorts of things going on the new historical Wargames channel. Link below, it's Heat of Battle TV. There's content already live on there and more on the way. So do check it out, it's Heat of Battle TV. Anyway, back to the real world. 40k. Yeah, do check out that channel. It's historical war games. The idea was I was thinking of bringing historical war games onto Strike Scorpion 82, but we wanted to keep it pure 40k themed on here, and then it just opens up the whole world for us if we have a separate channel. So it's a sister channel, Heat of Battle TV. Link for that below. You can check out the content that's already live there, and there's more on the way. Also, we're combining it with reenactment interviews and videos and battles and so on. So interviewing reenactors, battles taking place as well. So that's available. For example, we interviewed Jason Sulkey, who was Harris out of the Sharp series. Yeah, so that video's live.
Nice guy.
Okay, so, and there's another interview on the way, which I haven't uploaded yet, but there's another one which is very interesting, talking to a Sherman tank commander, and the tank turret used on his tank was the one in the film Fury, and it's the one where it's hit and then the tank blows up into the air. It's the fiberglass. It's made of fiberglass and it blows up. The turret blows up. I interview the driver of that tank, the one that was actually used in the film. So fascinating interviews. People really know their stuff. And a real opportunity, a glimpse into history. So a big fan of reenactors and reenactments, and so that'll be a feature also on the new channel. But anyway, shooting phase here for the Ultramarines. James's intent is to shoot these and clear them out of the way.
Are you in cover?
No.
Fine.
Yeah, stealth teams exposed to, you should be able to get them. Hellblasters with their firepower. Anything protecting me really is a bit of stealth. That's about it.
So I get 2 shots each.
Yeah, so 16 shots.
Yep.
James has plenty of CP to spend.
I do. I'm going to keep the CP.
Okay.
I've got 5 command points.
Okay. There's a stratagem called Wall of Mirrors. I can remove the unit from the board. But it's done at the end of the fight phase. God, he was about to explode. Okay, so 16 shots. James using the Chris Comiskey dice. Surely it's 4s for stealth.
Yeah.
And you have some shenanigans going on here with the lieutenant.
I've got 5 disciplines, so 6s will be lethal hits plus sustained because of his upgrade. It's not in Devastator Doctrine. If that had been the case, it'd been 5s for crits.
Gotcha. 6s are real good. And there's 1, 2.
Those 1s will be converted to hits, and those are 2 lethals.
Yes. Oh, for sustained, yeah, got it. Okay, yeah.
Strength. This is supercharging, by the way.
Yeah. Surely we're just toughness 4. Nothing too special with these. Yeah, toughness 4. 2 wounds each.
So 5 more dice. So that's going to be AP minus 3.
Okay. Okay, so... Yeah, no cover. And we'll be looking at 6 up saves. Cool. Whoa. Okay, so those have all been blocked. I think you've still done it because that's 2 damage. There is a shield drone in the unit. It's 3 wounds. That'll take him. That's 2 damage at a time. Yeah, well done. Target destroyed. Gone.
Gets hot.
Yes, James can roll those up. Times 8.
dice.
Mission accomplished, James. Bit of sweet revenge.
4.
Oh.
Can they shoot anybody?
Oh, I see. Maybe not, because you've got line of sight blocking here. That was intentional. James wanted to shelter behind this. I don't think there's going to be any firepower available for them. So yeah, it's potentially possible. If James takes from here, he could shoot into the devilfish.
Oh, just 1.
Just the one. 2 shots. Or 1 shot. 2 shots.
Missed.
2 shots.
Oh, 2 shots. As a lethal and a sustained. And it's failed.
Minus 3.
Minus 3.
Failed. 2 damage. Dropping down to 10 wounds left, I think. The devilfish. Nice, 13 wounds. Nice. Down to 11. Yeah, 1 Hellblaster player to another. We've been talking about Hellblasters. I add an Apothecary to that combo for restoring models to play. I think the Apothecary should also give the unit like a 6-up for no pain, something like that. But it's the ability to restore models. You can do it, I believe, on the entry. It says that you can add the Apothecary even if you already have a character, captain or lieutenant, in the unit. So it's quite cool. You can do that.
The whole point of being a doctor is to feel pain, to get rid of the wound.
Yes. And I have an Apothecary with my Red Scorpions because we are the Red Scorpions. You're meant to have lots of Apothecaries. Very doctor friendly. Okay, so firepower done. Not too bad from the Hellblasters. Was costly though to lose 4 of those with overheating. Very enthusiastic with their firepower to get rid of part of our stealth team contingent.
Kill them.
Kill what? Them?
Fish freaks.
All right, shoot across here. God, James is in vengeance mode here.
4 shots each.
Yeah, 20 shots.
Because of the new rules for interested. I'll do a first volley.
He never complains when there's a new update from Games Workshop that's in his favour. Oh, Games Workshop, they gave us 4 shots. No complaints.
2 wounds.
2 wounds only come through. AP -1, bit of cover, 4 ups. How both? So 4s to wound, not 3s.
4.
Is that wound rolls?
4 wounds.
Yeah, it's come through, it's fine. It's right, it's Guardian drone knocking James down a little bit. Another 2 come through, so that's 4 in total. Something like this. Yeah. Good shooting, not too bad for them intercessors. Good volume of firepower coming through. Okay. Yeah, we'll move on to the Inceptors with their firepower.
9 shots.
Not bad here from the Ultramarines, not bad.
9 shots.
Yeah, do get stealth.
Hitting on 4s.
So -1 to hit roll, but re-rollable for over the moment.
That sustain hits 2.
Oh boy.
So
There's another 6 hits.
that was 6 hits. So those are hits.
Daka, well done.
28. Sorry, those are hits. Oh, it's re-rollable because of open moment. So that's another hit. There's a missed. Strength is 5.
So force to wound for open moment.
Re-rolling twin linked.
And twin linked. 4's re-rollable. Come on, James, there'll be people rooting for you. Show strength of character not to give up in the face of such adversity.
So that is 9 wounds, AP minus
1.
AP minus 1. Yeah.
Yes, minus 2, because James has played Storm of Fire.
Ignores cover.
And ignores cover. Right, okay. Minus 2. Okay, so I've got a feeling. Yep. Take off the 2 drones, please. And I will take off 2 of these. I think that's the right order of doing it. Drones can absorb those. We actually start on a 2-up armor save, I believe. So we'll go to 4-ups. Yeah, we do. I need help here. I really do, because we're in a bit of trouble. We'll go to Michael German for this one. 4-ups. Oh boy. All of them blocked except 1. 2 damage taken.
Yeah, sorry, it's
on the ghost kill.
It ignores cover.
Yep.
It ignores cover if I have Devastator Doctrine. But if it's just normal, it's just fair.
I didn't get cover, that's fine. Yeah. Anyway, just for the angle, and 1 goes through. It's 2 damage. So you can knock me down 2, 10 wounds left. Oh, we could have died there. That was blistering firepower. Really good shooting from those Inceptors. Okay, the other Inceptor squad, they're there primarily to pick up points behind enemy lines, but they can unleash some Dakar, I'm guessing, into the firewall yards. So, if you're watching this, you can feel sorry for the Ultramarines, but I cannot do that. I have to be cold-hearted and cutthroat here, because if you let them dominate, they will snatch the game, and so we have to just go after the Ultramarines here. 4 wounds, because James is unrelenting here in pursuit of the tower. Minus 1. 3 dead. Guardian drone minus 1 to the wound roll. James, I can see James's rolls are strong enough anyway. Neil, stop. It's damage 2. Feel no pain. From the Ethereal. He's not even a medic. And it's a 5-up feel no pain. I mean, why can't the Apothecary do that? But anyway. 5-ups. Blocked. Almost blocked. And blocked. Oh, it's the healing balms. So we'll lose 1 model instead of 3. God, good work, Ethereal. Good for you. Okay, so end of shooting phase, I think. No charges. Inceptors are not allowed to charge. So therefore it's the end of the turn. Some revenge here from the Space Marines. Very quickly wiping this squad across here. Some Fire Warriors being dropped as well. Space Marines moving out, pursuing their main objective, but also chasing these secondaries. So we will see what points have been picked up here by the Ultramarines, and we'll finish off turn 2 for the Space Marines. So yeah, points coming through. 5 points for primaries, 5 points for... 3 points for behind enemy lines, and then aired another 5 points picked up as well. So good enough result, taking James to 15 points. It's not too bad. We'll go on to the second turn of the game now for the tower. Space Marines playing hard to get here. We've got to coordinate and try and root out these Space Marine threats. Alright, so turn 2 here for the tower. Sabotage and Storm Hostile Objective are the 2 secondaries in play. 10 points for primaries, 5 here, and then 5 across the other side, thanks to the Ghost Kill surviving. So some points coming onto the board. Spiteful stuff here from the Ultramarines, and they really have provoked the tower. So we thought we had a really good move. Moving across here, 12 inches with the Devilfish, then rolled a 2 for our advance. Command rerolled it and got a 6. Got to here, disembarked. I thought these were tucked away nicely away from James's aggressors, the Flamer aggressors. So I thought I was safe. Flamer aggressors fired through. 3 of them could see. Calgar got a wound coming through as well. It was enough to re-wreck these. So I lost 8 in total from that squad. So squad leader, 1 team member, and Cadre Fireblade still alive. Wrecked those. Really wanted to lay down a real good volley across in this direction. So our ambush was ambushed by them. Overwatch was used up, so it kind of paved the way for us to start dropping reserves in. Tau losing patience here. So move these forwards to Sabotage, part of the secondaries. Kept these where they are. Kept the stealth team where it is. It can see targets, no problem. Fire Warrior is pushing back to take on the Inceptors. Broadside's manoeuvring, pushing forwards to get an angle across to here. Ghost Kill moving across to potentially charge into those Inceptors. And then the Deep Strikers and Reserves all coming in here for the tower. So, Commander NATO arriving across there. Target here. Deep striking in here with these to try and take down the Dreadnought with Commander Ghost Tide. And then I need the firepower support. So, brought in the Piranhas across here just to bulk up our defense out of this main objective. The idea is to try and cut down as many Ultramarines as possible to meet ruthlessness with ruthlessness in return. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the tower. Plenty of options for them. So first up, broadsides are going to guide the Ghost Kill, and it's going to put its firepower into the Inceptors. Is the plan. We'll go Dave Humphreys for this firepower. 6 shots into them. So we're looking for 3s this time. Oh dear. 3s to wound. Just the 1 wound goes through. -2, so 1 save of 5+. It's damage 3 if it goes through.
Oh, thank you, brother. I used your dice.
Blocked it. Using the Tau dice as well. This is the Twin Fusion Blaster, which has missed. Ghost Kill's whiffed.
Oh dear.
In which case, broadsides, they'll put their firepower into the Inceptors as well, so we'll go after them. We have moved, and we're not guided in, so we're going to get 4 shots. We'll fire everything we have. We want to try and take those down, because they're a bit of a menace. Plasma rifle, James, you can check range on them. I don't think we're in range with those. They are 18. No, they're out. Okay. So heavy rail rifles.
Leading.
4s, maybe even 5s. Nice 4s. Not too bad. 2s to wound. They've all wounded. That one's devastating, I believe, for this one.
Damage.
It is. Yep, all good. It's AP -4.
How can I do?
Yeah, cover.
I'll cover, yes.
Yeah. 4 saves of 6+.
I'll call upon Paul David. It's his squad, after all.
Firepower's got to count here for the tower. Got to keep our cool.
No.
None. All right, trouble. So we're going to go D6 +1. D6 +1. The other one will kill. There is literally no point rolling. Gone. Target destroyed. Taken down by heavy rail rifles. Okay, brutal stuff. I did declare all the Seeker missiles as well, so they're gone from that unit. Really wanted to make sure those Inceptors are removed from play. So Armour of Contempt being played here. This is the moment of truth. Going to offload Commander NATO's squad, everything they have, into there. I can see through the window, onto those. So Markerlight team, going to use them to guide the firepower in. That's going to scrub cover because of the Markerlight keyword, which is going to help. +1 to the hit rolls. We have Exemplar of the Kuyon for Commander NATO, which means the sustained hits ability will kick in turn 2 onwards. And we'll commit this as well to Commander NATO, Nate Miller, to back this up. So we'll calculate the shots here, chance to put a dent in Calgar's squad. All right, so these are our shots. 3s to hit. It's a fresh squad we're going after, so we're rerolling the hit roll. Reroll this one. All right, so they've all hit. There's no sustain though. Commander NATO himself. 2s. I'm going to reroll the hit roll. Looking for 6s. Right, so they've all hit, and there's a 6. That is sustained 2. Added in. So it's not bad. It's pretty good. I'm going to try and wound you on 3s. Oh boy. 10 saves. Armour of Contempt has been played, dropping us to AP -2. We have scrubbed cover, thankfully, from Arclight, lighting you up. So it's going to be 5s for saves.
10 saves, yeah.
Yeah, you can do 6 saves on your regular guys, because then we might get through to the invuln save on the others. Archie Edmonds for the saves. This is quite important here. The Tau have to make an impact. 5 ups. Block 2, 4 dead. So you can roll 2 more. The aggressors.
No.
Gone. Now you're down to the invuln saves, is it? I take it's 4+ across the board.
On
then, boys?
Yeah, 4 weapon van.
2 4+ invulnerable saves.
What's the damage?
Damage 3.
Feel no pain.
Do they?
Or 4+. So 6.
3 at a time.
Yep. Lost 2.
How many wounds are they? 3 each? Christ, this is quite a dangerous, deadly volley coming through, but not quite enough to get through to Calgar.
No, they've got 4 wounds each.
Oh, 4 wounds each. All right. Okay, fine. So you can roll the other 3. Feel no pains. It's a good number of wounds on them.
No.
All right. So 1 model slain and the aggressors are gone. They've been cut down badly enough. So that has cut a swathe through James's heavy armour, there's no doubt about it. So, yeah, 5 of those across here just caused 1 wound. The squad really has been knocked down. Okay, we'll pause here. We'll think about what to fire with next. So far, so good. So next up, Stealth Team's going to guide into the Inceptors and put the Fire Warriors into them. First up, we're going to chuck a grenade. Pretty sure we have the grenades keyword. Yeah, we do. So we're going to be 6 dice needing 4s. Not bad. 4 mortal wounds caused against the Inceptors. That's from Tau chucking their grenades. Then we'll offload a volley into them. So it's going to be 7, 9. 9 shots. Rapid fire. 3s to hit. Rerolling 1s thanks to the Stealth Team. Your toughness is 6.
Yes.
So we'll be on 5s to wound, strength 5. Rerolling 1s. Not that great. Your toughness really helping out. 5 saves. Ignoring cover. 5 saves of 3+.
Ah! Lost another one.
Ouch, alright. 2 slain from that squad. Right, going to try and pick him off with a solid railgun shot. 2s. 2s. Take him off. Goodbye. Goodbye. Said the spider to the fly. Imagine the Tau Fire Warriors just raising a hand in acknowledgement to that Tau gunner. Thanks very much for the assistance. Backline cleared. So next up, these are going to offload everything they have into here. They're going to guide, which they can see here. They're going to guide these in. So we'll do them first into the Dreadnoughts. We'll try and put damage onto that. So we've got Commander Ghosttide, Quad Fusion Blaster, and then his Sunforged friends. 2 shots each with their Fusion Blasters as well. We'll commit this to Longbow BB. And we're going to look for 3s to hit. So, the commander, with his ability, which is Precision of the Patient Hunter, get +1 to hit roll, +1 to the wind roll. So 2s, triple 1. Oh no.
Oh yes.
No, no, no.
Yes.
Desperation, command reroll. Hit. Doesn't get sustained yet. That kicks in the next turn. There's a reason for that, because we're getting to reroll wounds, reroll damage. That's why I really wanted to get them in. And then his supporting friends, 3s.
Oh.
Okay. Keep these separate. With him, we're coming in at strength 9. It's going to be 5s to wound. 4s to wound for +1 to the wound roll. Snake Eyes, come on. We're re-rolling because of the unit ability. Still refusing to go through. It's down to his buddies now. 5s to wound. None. Re-rollable. 2. AP -4.
6 up.
2 saves of 6+.
Come on.
That Dreadnought's going to survive. This is a problem.
Is it Nate Miller?
It is.
Yeah, Nate Miller back.
Oh, Nate Miller back. 2 saves of 6+.
Give me double Ultramar symbol. I get 1.
Oh, oh no. Damage 6. We'll keep that.
No, 5.
5 becomes 5. 5 wounds taken. That Dreadnought should have died, but we really struggled. So 5 power from these. Most of it's going in here, then splitting. Ones that are shorter are going into the intercessors. So we have their unguided, so just going to roll these up. So fusions out of range, these 2 fusions into here. And it makes sense to do the drones first, I would say. So 1 lot of drones we said are going into here. 5s. Terrible. That's it. I think it's starting 5s. No, it's 4s. Trying to wound. Wound comes through. 1 save of 3+. Just on a regular intercessor. Got him. That's Shay straight.
No.
Brought down by drone. And we'll do the other drones across here as well. So we're going to go for 4 and 4. So 4s, 3s, twin linked. 2 saves of 3+. Saved.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 fusion blasters, 2 hits, 2 wounds, -4 cover, 2 saves of 6+.
Box cars. No.
No, D6. Survived. It's a higher caliber fusion blaster. Yeah, melts of 4, but you have to be in range 6. No, we're not. It's just going to kill 1 model.
What's the armor bane on it?
-4.
No, I know that. But
+4.
+4.
Yeah, we've got to get him in 6 for it. This model, Peter Nestro. Then all the Seeker missiles going across into here. So it's going to be 6 shots. Looking for 4s. Looking for 2s. Yeah, 3 saves at -3, -2. 3 saves at 5+.
2.
So you rolled. Gone.
Got to shoot back.
Yeah.
They all get to shoot back.
Uh-oh. This is the cost here. So where to go? James is shooting back at the piranhas.
I moved last time. So, hitting on 3s. That becomes sustained. Lethal.
Okay.
Level hit.
Okay. Toughness is 7, I think, on these.
Strength 8.
Yeah, 3's to end.
There's 4 in total. AP -3.
Okay. There is cover in between. So 6s. Got 1.
6 damage.
6 damage, and we are 7 wounds. So we survive. It's quite nasty though. 1 wound left on one of the piranhas. That's their ambush complete. So I think firepower's complete here for the tower. No target for this hammerhead. It can't see anything across the board, so it'll hold of its firepower. It's the only model left with Seeker missiles intact. There's 2 of them still on this model. Tower firepower has been dangerous enough for sure, cutting swathes out of the Space Marine force, but some notable moments of survival here. Dreadnought survived. James swears his revenge with that. But tower firepower has been devastating, there's no doubt about it. End of turn, no charges to take place. I'll give you an update on the score. We do have a charge. I've got a charge there because one of our cards is Storm Hostile Objective. No, we're so desperate. Well, come on, reroll it. And we do not. That charge doesn't go ahead. Okay, so it certainly is the end of the turn now. I'll give you an update on the score. So points coming through. 10 points for primaries. Sabotage for 3. And that's it for the tower. We dumped Storm Hostile Objective. It might be a tricky one for us, so we'll let that one go. Pick up an extra CP. And that marks the end of the turn. 20 points on the board for the tower. 15 for the Space Marines. They're not too far behind on points. But their casualty rate is running high at this stage. Captain Akaran still to arrive. We're going to the middle stage of the game, turn 3 for the Space Marines next. All right, we interrupt this turn with a... Oh, no. Okay, we've got a serious Overwatch about to take place. Turn 3 here for the Space Marines. 5 points picked up for the middle. Cards drawn is Cleanse and Storm Hostile Objective. If the tower hold on to that objective, it's worth 8 points to them on turn 4. Same for this one. Both flanks important enough. Calgar deciding to go that way to take on one of the tower commanders. What can he do? His bodyguard stripped away. One loyal honor guard with him. Brace, battle shock failed as well, so he's in a miserable state. We're going to try and go for 6s here. I don't know, we've got to get them. We've got 6 from his friends and 4 from the commander. Spend a CP. We'll get sustained hits of 1. Any 6s will be good. No kind of rerolls going on to help us though this time. Oh, got 1. Stop. I get to reroll once. And that's how I'm going to double check. Fine, after each time on this unit makes ranged attack, real hit rolls of 1. It's built in. Real hit rolls of 1. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. And then his friends, the bodyguard friends. Any 6s here will be trouble. There's another one. There's 2 1s here. If I get a 6 on one of these, it'll be a total insult. No. Okay. So 3 hits becomes 6. We'll try and wound here on 3s. Desperate, absolutely desperate. We'll command reroll one of those wounds. And we do. Right, so 4 have gone through in the open, -3. 4 plus invulnerable save, 1 at a time. Each one's damaged 3. The honor guardsman may well absorb this.
Yes.
Every view is to Patronic diehard.
Winston
Adkins James picks the top supporter for these saving throws. 1 at a time. There's 4 of them to get through.
4 up and 1.
Oh, you can roll them all because
Yeah.
it's 4 plus regardless.
He gets feel no pain.
Yeah, we can work on it. That's fine. Yeah, you can roll all 4.
Come on. Do you know what?
I'm just going to use his ultra dice. Just trying to tip as much in his favour as possible. Use these if you want. No comment.
Pass 3. Damage.
Damage 3.
Feel no pain.
He's done it. He's done it. Feel no pain. 5 plus.
He's still alive with 2 wounds.
2 wounds left. Wow. He tanked the lot. He tanked 12 damage. And he's still got 2 wounds remaining.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Calgar's going to catch those that Crisis Battlesuit team. Well. What do you know? We'll let James press on with his move here, but all of a sudden, Calgar potentially can get in against the Crisis team. Okay, not too bad a situation. We know Calgar's now got the potency to go into that Crisis team. Then across here, as Overwatch was used up, Dreadnought's moved out. It's obvious it was going to happen, so he's now going to try and close in on this team. Hellblasters to hold and shoot. The middle's redundant now. It's going to be redundant, so moving around with these to get the infiltrators involved. Intercessor's moving across in this direction, and just in the nick of time, Captain Akaran joins the fight. Potential shoot and charge across here. End of movement phase. We're going to shooting phase next. So shooting phase continues, goes well. Firepower from... Who threw the grenades? They did. Chuck grenades, wiped out the squad, just the Cadre Fireblade left. Then they shot across here and killed 2 Fire Warriors. So well done to them. Calgar fired and put 2 wounds onto a Crisis Battlesuit team member. Hellblasters next.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot into the Piranha.
Piranhas again, yeah, 2 shots.
2 shots, stood still. I'm going to call upon Sand Hermes.
Okay. 3s.
2s.
2s.
Heavy.
Oh, didn't move. Right, okay, fine.
2 hits. Strength is
3 strength.
1 wound. 8 minus 3.
6 up. Nope.
2 damage.
2 blow up. We do blow up.
And
I think they detonate. Surely they do. Deadly demise of 1, yeah. So I'm going to roll over a wound onto his another fellow squad member. So dropping down to 6. We'll take off one of these. And that's it, everyone. Done. Okay.
Mastercrafted bolt rifle. Heavy. 2s. Double hit and sustained, would you believe?
Okay. Good shooting from the lieutenant.
Just 2 wounds. AP minus 1.
Block both. Okay. If that charge goes ahead, the Tau are going to have a fight on their hands. There's no doubt about it. These guys?
Yeah.
Firepower from these. 10 shots into the Fire Warriors. They can be seen. So 3s for hits. And 3s to wound. 4s to wound because the Guardian drone to help us protect us a little bit.
3.
Oh, fouled terribly. 3. Oh. Those 2 gone. Thankfully, we took a shield drone. Dropped down to 1 wound left on the squad leader. Cool, that's quite useful to do that. Okay, so he survives just about.
Aggressors.
Aggressors next. Yeah, they're firepower.
I'm going to try and obliterate your
Piranhas.
piranhas.
Okay. So all the firepower going in here. This is going well for the Space Marines.
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah. And then James will be wounding on 5s, twin linked.
Rerollable. Yeah.
That's a good roll.
Rerollable. Yeah, that's 6 saves, AP -1.
Yeah, closest eligible. And we block those. 3 wounds come through. Drop it down to 3 wounds left.
66 shots.
66, yes.
2, 3, 5.
10.
10 shots only.
3s.
Yeah.
It's an ideal situation where you take out 1 whole piranha and then charge the other one.
That's good shooting, man.
Not twin linked, 5s to wound. 2. Fouled both because I'm in the open. Down to 1 wound left.
Akaran.
Captain Akaran, maybe to finish it off. Yeah, you could.
You could.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Do we detonate? Please don't. Oh, we do. Right, so hang on. So a wound goes onto here, drop down to 6. I'll take another one because of the explosion from here. He's oh no, he's dead. And all his drones. So he's gone.
Shut down.
So he's gone. You'll take a wound.
Yeah.
Dropping down to 1.
What's the blast radius?
He'll take 6 inches, isn't it? He'll take a wound as well. So he'll drop down to 4 because he's got 2 drones with him. What a mess. And I'm off the objective. What a result here for the Space Marines. Just shows you don't give up. Keep fighting. So Kieran Dick's dice being used. Dreadnought's offloading everything it has into that squad.
Rerollable. Both of moment.
Okay.
Strength.
Oh yes, over the moment as well.
Strength 4.
With toughness 5.
5s. 4s.
Plus 1 to wind roll. Failed.
Onslaught Gatling Cannon.
Yeah. It's quite a tough team.
3s.
James will try and stop them with shooting and then close combat.
Strength 5.
Yep. 4s to wind. 3s to wind. Plus 1 to the wind roll.
1 dev.
Yeah.
And 3 more saves.
Failed those 2. There's no AP minuses there.
No.
So 3 wounds taken. It's dropping down to 2 wounds left on the first model. That's for you. Okay, next bit of weaponry.
Plasma Incinerator.
D6 plus 1 only, yeah.
I'm going to spend a CP to reroll.
Oh, reroll. Whoa. Okay.
5 plus 1 is 6.
6 attacks. Needing 3s.
Rerollable.
Rerolling. Thankfully, look at that. Move of moment helps a little bit. A lot of 2s there. 2s to wound.
Is 9.
2s.
Oh,
double 1.
AP -4.
-4. 4 plus. Blocked. That's our invuln save. I'm pretty sure the Sunforge guys get it.
Do you get that in close combat?
Yes, we do. We could survive. And if we do survive, you'll get the plasma.
Oh,
or the fusion to the face. Bolters, backing up here.
20 shots.
20 shots. It's a ton of hits here on the reroll. Now James is trying to win on 4s, thanks to Overbolt. Three 3s in there, they can go. About 10 odd saves, by the looks of it.
I forgot to do Storm of Fire, but doesn't matter. I'll save.
11 saves.
11 saves.
I'll take three up saves because we're taking a bit of AP off of you for our commander ability. 3 ups. And you've done enough. Done enough to kill a model. Put a wound on another. Knocking him down to 4 wounds left. Okay, survival's pretty good on those. They're proven tough enough to destroy. And I think firepower is finished across the board. It has been impressive here for the Space Marines. Not too bad at all. Damage coming through here against the tower. We're on to charges next. That charge goes ahead. We want to know if this charge goes ahead.
I'll call upon one of your brethren.
Yes.
Michael Fryer.
Michael Fryer for the charge. 9 inches required.
Let's supercharge the dice for Ultramar. Yes.
Oh, they'll go in. Just going from good to excellent here. These have charged 10-inch charge of these to flood into the Cadre Fireblade. Look at the Space Marines. They've got to there. It's a miracle.
Come on, Chris Comiskey.
Don't mess this up, James. It looks like you need something like a 4-5-inch charge.
9 inches.
Oh, do send them in. Onto objective. Yeah, this is really good.
I know I'm battle shock.
All right, so James just rolled it off camera. 6 for their charge. They've gone in. Nearly every Space Marine's in combat on the board, apart from 2.
And we're in assault doctrine.
Yeah. This is tank shock, which should have been resolved.
Wow.
5s.
That there is 5 mortal wounds.
Oh. So he goes and drops to a 4 on him. That was worth it. Okay, so pick a combat. You're superior in all of these combats with a chance to really cause some damage here against the tower. Right, Calgar with his attacks.
Sparks.
Sparks for the attacks.
Hitting on 2s.
Okay.
4 hits.
Oh boy.
Strength is 5.
Toughness 5.
+1 to wound.
Because you played Lance. Yeah, or the ability. What's the stratagem called?
It's called Honor the Chapter.
Honor the Chapter. Okay. 3 to wound.
3 wounds. AP -4.
-4?
Yeah, because you get +1 AP for being an assault doctrine.
All right. So that removes a crisis team member and 2 wounds stripped off another.
Calgar.
Oh boy, I haven't got to Calgar yet. Good work from that honor guardsman. Really helping.
He's got 6 attacks, needing 2s.
Okay.
I'm going to...
Oh, there's some 1s there.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a secret.
Whoa, 3-roll hit roll.
Yeah. Pays off.
Okay.
So it's 5 hits.
2 to wound.
Yep. Because of Lance.
Okay.
All wounded. AP -4.
And how many?
5. 3 damage.
5 -4, 3 damage. Right, so you can take off all the bodyguard. That's him, that's 1. Then 2, 3 absorbed on the last guy. And then 2 will go through to my commander. Oh, no. He'll drop from... he's got 2 shield drones, thankfully. He's still alive, thanks to the shield drones. Dropping down to 2 wounds left. Yeah, commander survives, 2 wounds left. Commander NATO in serious trouble.
Dreadnought.
Right, Dreadnought across here. His attacks. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Gavin, for close combat. 5 attacks, needing 3s, rerollable. James could really crush this squad. 3s, rerolling. Full house. 4. 2s to wound.
12. All wounded.
All wounded, here we go. So 1 at a time, 4 up in vulnerable saves. Any friends? Nope. 4+. Yes. 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 Oh, I've blocked them all. We can both have bodyguard friends, can't we? We're going to their attacks coming through.
How? They're not even
How?
close combat.
How for the Tau? 15 attacks, needing 3s. Rerollable. Then it'll be
hit again.
all hit. Good lads with their
They've done
combat
it
knives.
twice in a row.
4s to wound. Not so many. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 7 saves, a 3+. And we block them all except 1. What a bodyguardsman, dropping down to 3 wounds left. We'll fight back with these units, but they're hardly going to Do very much here, dropping down to 3. Just trying to survive here with these Tau units. So combat's resolved. Cadre Fireblade survived. Good for him, down to 2 wounds left. We did a wound in return, but James saved. Crosshair rolled around, destroyed the Piranha, and then consolidated onto the objective. James has done it. He's got here with Captain Akaran onto that objective, the 15-point objective at the end of the game. So you've made it there. That's stage 1. Can you survive on there is the question. The Tau have lost absolute heaps of stuff. I'll be criticised because I brought stuff in on turn 2 hastily. Turn 3 onwards is deadly for the Tau with sustained coming through. But we jumped the gun, perhaps under pressure from the Space Marines attacking us, and we have been punished. Our reserves, Piranha's gone. Commanders virtually losing all their bodyguard and stuck in combats. We attacked back across there with the commander and did cause a wound on the Honour Guardsman, just 1 wound left on him. And across here caused a few wounds, but James saved on these Marines here, the Intercessors. That is combat's resolved and the turn finished. It's been an excellent turn here for the Space Marines. We're not taking the score next. Right, so good turn for the Space Marines. Points coming through for them. 5 points for primaries, 4 points for Storm Hostile Objective. And so taking James to 24 points. Now takes the lead. Tau have a turn in hand. They've been doing okay. They've got 20 points on the board. James has OC 0 because of Battle Shock. We will control that one. That's useful for us for points on turn 3. For us, we've lost this one. How are we going to regain that objective is the question. We'll go on to the 3rd turn of the game for the Tau next. Right, so turn 3 here for the Tau. Not in total panic mode. This is a big problem, but we've still got options available for us. James is saying really he's got to try and camp out and survive on here. So the question is, can the Tau rally enough firepower to try and wipe out the Space Marines, claim this by the end of turn 5? Is the question. Forced really to remain in close combat. We could hop out, but we'll stay where we are and try and blast our way out of trouble. Against Calgar, Commander NATO's jumped away. He's jumped across here, just with 2 wounds left. We'll leave it to the broadsides and the Ghost Kill to try and finish Calgar off if we can. Fire Warriors pushing forwards to lend some Markerlite support and potentially firepower support as well. 5 points for primaries, which was the control of that objective. James on 0 OC. And then Card Strong Cleanse and Secure No Man's Land. Backing off here, hopped back inside with the Cadre Fireblade, backed off onto this objective to help with Secure No Man's Land. There's no point keeping that transport hanging around. And lining up some shots, not moving with these, moving the stealth team up to provide some Arclight support. Again, just going to try and blast these, blast him, blast the Dreadnought is the plan. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So that team, that strike team with the Ethereal into Calgar, and they will guide the broadside team in as well. Broadside team will unleash their firepower. So we're going to go for heavy route rifles. This is going to hurt if we get our hits.
What's the AP minus?
-4. Ignoring cover. It'd be down to the run save. Yeah. We sat still. We intentionally didn't move them. 2s. Okay. Checking for lethals, which, okay, no 6s sadly. And then we'll go for 2s to wound.
Strength.
12.
Toughness 6.
2s. I'm not tempted to come on reroll, but we'll leave it. So 2s to wound. They all wound. It's down to your invuln saves now.
Sam Hermes.
The last one, Sam Hermes. 5 invulns. You may as well roll them all at the same time. You don't have to, but this everyone's on a 4+.
No, because he's got Feel No Pain.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can still work your way through them.
Okay.
It's up to you, though.
Let's do it.
This is the roll of the century here. 4-ups.
1 fail.
Oh, man.
And to add insult to injury.
Come on, reroll, yeah.
Come on, reroll.
Oh, no.
No.
No, you're all right.
Feel no pain.
Hang on. 7 wounds. It's got to go
7
now.
pies.
7 in ones. Or 7 feel no pains at 5+.
4
Sure.
plus.
4+. Cure, the Honor Guard are amazing. Blocked 4 of them. Okay, he's gone. Calgar lives. Well done. Okay. I've not got him. It's plasma. Plasma rifles next. Check their range. They're 18. They're going to be in. I think they're a single shot each. With these, which is a shame. Twin plasma. Yep. Some 6s would be good. I wonder if those are going to be hits. Because we're on +1 to the wound roll, but I don't think these plasmas are heavy. No, they're not. So we only get 1 hit. Uh-oh. Trouble. Foul to wound. Foul to wound. Twin linked. Yes, it is a twin linked weapon. 1 wound does come through. AP -3. Cover -2. Invuln save of 4+.
Yeah. Yep.
Well done, James. Well done. That team's going to offload everything they have. 1 save.
2 up.
Passed. Okay, that's 5 powers. 1 wound come through from the strike team. Okay, not so good. We'll then use heal firing everything he has into Calgar. Bit of pressure on us now. Cyclocine Raker. 4s. Sustained. Toughness. 6. 3s to wound. Okay, now, I wish that was devastating, but it's not going to be. The Cyclocine Raker. It's hazardous as well, which we'll need to roll from the previous turn. AP -2.
4 up invuln. +2.
What's his base armor save?
2 up.
2 up. You're in cover. It's a ruin.
Still foul.
Still foul. 2 go through. 6 damage.
No, 1 goes through.
3 damage.
Yep. He's got...
We're in. We're into his armor. Hazardous roll and hazardous roll for this turn. We're all good.
3 wounds left.
3 wounds left. Down to a twin fusion blaster. If it hits, which it does. Trying to wound. Twin linked. Invuln save of 4+, James. Huge trouble if this goes. Command roll's been used, has it?
Yes, it has. 1.
Oh, no. D6 plus something.
So you've done it.
I think I've done it, yeah. It's damage 2, surely. I'll check, but I think we know what the answer is. Well, to 2. Oh, got him. That was a close run thing. Okay, and all these little markers can go. Flank cleared, Calgar gone. Okay, stage 1 complete. We'll go over to this. We'll put all of our fusion blaster shots into the face of that dreadnought.
Is it pistol?
I'm vehicle keyword.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So your vehicle.
Yes. So -1 to the hit roll, +1 to the hit roll because of his ability. Because his commander Ghost tired. There's hope for the tower. Always hope for the tower if the two commanders survive. Okay, so looking for hits. On 3s, they all hit. They all hit. Trying to wound on 5s. +1 to the wound roll 4s. AP -3. 4 saves of 5+. There's big trouble for the dreadnought now. It's really just need.
Arm of contempt.
Yeah, -4 becomes -3. 5s are good.
1 plus damage.
Target destroyed. Does it blow up?
No.
It does not. Dreadnought gone. Oof, boy. Maybe the tower are going to do it here. Okay, so that's their firepower done. There's a little bit of drones from them. 2 shots, 2 hits with sustained. At -1 in close combat. 2 wounds, 2 saves of 3+.
1.
And 1 wound goes through. Okay, so dropping down to 1 wound left. That's firepower they're done against the intercessors. There's a combat to try and survive, but mission accomplished across there. We'll press on with tower firepower. Just some pot shots across here to try and start the whittling process here on the main objective. This one's quite important. I'm going to guide in this hammerhead with all the missiles. This one has the missiles. Going to go across here. So 2 Seeker missiles first. Ah, no, because that becomes sustained 2. Trying to wound. We'll reroll this one for our inbuilt ability. Still failed. These 3 go through.
I'm an invincibility. I'm a tower. Fireware. Invincibility.
-3, ignoring cover. So 3 saves are 6 plus.
+1.
+1. Okay, first one. +1, dead. Next one. +1, dead. 2 slain. 1, 2, like this. Okay, then the railgun. It's going to be big splats here if I roll a 6. That's how I have a habit of doing it. Nate has a habit of doing it. I've seen him do it. 3 hits then instead. 2s to wound. They all go through. They're -5. Oh, hammerhead.
How many points is that?
145.
145.
Yeah, so 1-shot weapon, but combined with Kuya and the 6 turning into it is mad. There's some Seeker missile shots, but that's utterly devastating from that hammerhead. The problem is if he goes, James is off the objective. We're going to try and do it with, there's a wound caused here, by the way, by a smart missile system. Going to go here for a lone single shot into the squad. So, not guided in. Sat still though, 3s. It's a 2. I'm going to check that if we do need 2s, but I think it is going to be a 3. Yeah, it's against monsters or vehicles you get the +1 to the hit roll, so no. We'll use our built-in ability to reroll a single hit roll though. And we still missed. Ah, that was a chance. Okay, smart missile system. 2 hits. Sustained. 1. Twin linked. Nothing coming through. Okay, firepower from the hammerheads is complete. Yes, a bit of firepower came from there. No further damage coming through. James has survived with a model. That is quite crucial if he's able to pass his battle shock test. And Tau have cleared that side of the board. It's a really good result. We'll resolve this combat and that'll be the turn finished. So combat's resolved across here. James caused a wound against me. Bodyguard's still alive. 2 wounds James passed against him. So that melee continues. And end of turn. We've gone on to calculate points. 5 points for primaries, not too many for the tower. 5 points for secure no man's land, and 2 points for cleanse there in the middle. Helpful enough. Battle shock test for our tower commander. That's a pass. Okay, that's fine. It's not really made an impact. I just needed to remember to do that. Okay, end of turn. 32 points to the tower, 24 to the Space Marines. If James can anchor this, he can rake in some points. Turn 4, which means that objective's now going to disappear. We're down to the 2 flank objectives. James is saying the game's lost. Space Marines have been battered so hard, there's no way they can recover. But this is a league game. It's all about getting points onto the board. We'll see if the Space Marines can get any more onto their tally as James tries to push beyond 24 points. Turn 4 now for the Space Marines next. Space Marine turn 4. 8 points picked up for this. Well done to James for reaching that, and he's reaped the reward. And then no prisoners, destroy an enemy unit, or multiple enemy units, and extend battle lines is the other one, which James can do. Home objective, no man's land objective, so more points potentially coming through. Hellblasters holding, Space Marines holding, clustering everything, all the resources, models and units James has left within 3 inches of that objective. Hunker down and survive is the plan for those. We've done the move. We've then gone on to shooting phase. James shot out. All the shots are available went into the stealth team. Passed a load of saves with them. Hellblasters shot in against the vehicles. Here, pistol firepower coming through these as well, resulting in the bodyguard being slain and some wounds coming through on Commander Ghost type, but he has survived. That shooting phase finished. Plan for the Space Marines. See if James can survive on this as the tower tried to close in for the kill. Ultimately, for the end of turn 5. We'll go on to combats next, just a few combats to resolve. Alright, so combats resolved. 2 more wounds coming through against this commander. He's still not dying though. Commander Ghost Tide remains alive. I think I killed a Marine. James down to 4 left. At end of turn, 8 points for primaries, 5 points for extend battle lines. James has dumped the other card, taking James to 37 points, which is okay. We've seen worse. But ideally, James would want to push on and try and pick up some more points. Tau looking to create a large tally of their own. So pressure's on them. They really need this objective. We can't let James sit there. We need it for our own ambitious plans to retain the channel crown. We'll press on to Tau turn 4 next. Turn 4 for the Tau. If you enjoy our games, you want to see more, we do have extra battle reports and bonus content on YouTube channel membership. So join us if you can. Help support the channel and you're able to unlock the bonus contents. Link below. You can join us at Aspect Warrior level and it'll give you access to all the bonus content that we have, including battle reports and including league games, some crucial battles. So if you want to see the full league, join us on membership today. Link below or channel homepage, hit the join button. So Tau turn 4, 8 points for primaries across there for holding that objective. Then we've moved off because there's no point. It's going to disappear on turn 5. Engage in all fronts, which we can do. That's table quarters. And establish locus is the other, which we're going to try and perform an action in James's deployment zone with the ghost kill. So holding with these to fire down this direction. Advanced with these, roll a 6. Because they have the Marker Light keyword, Marker Drone, they're able to advance and still use the Marker Light ability to guide in. Moving across here with the Devilfish, disembarking with the Cadre Fireblade to get onto there as well, to try and disrupt this objective. Moving these through, holding position with the 2 Hammerheads. And the Commander's jumped up here to fire down. And James used Overwatch on these when they moved to put a wound on them. And then ongoing combat across here with the Commander. We're going to shooting phase next. Alright, so shooting phase resolved here for the Tau. Solid shot rail rifles, firepower from here. Grenade stratagem being used, firepower from him, firepower from him. Commander didn't get to shoot because there wasn't much left. We couldn't see through to him. And firepower here, point blank range in the face. 5 wounds came through, destroyed the unit. So cleared all of these. James says it's all over. He's got 1 model left. And so Tau have done it. They have cleared away here. They'll move in with multiple units to mop up and clear and take this objective. So we can project forwards through to the end of the game. And we can give you a final score here. But Tau certainly have a victory. Alright, so we have projected forwards, final scores, 40 points to the Space Marines. James was able to pick up 3 more points for a containment at the 5th turn of the game. And then for the Tau, 8 points coming through, 2 lots of 4 for secondaries. Then on turn 5, the 15 points coming through for control of this final objective. 4 points and 6 points coming through for recover assets and behind enemy lines. Decent secondaries coming up for us, the final stage of the game. Taking the Tau to 73 points, which is a good score. That puts them in good stead. That is the end of the game. Xenos have victory, and it's the channel champions picking up a notable win. Look away now if you don't know the scores from the other games, but we have the league organised. I've got to make up some new tags for these 4 armies that have been put in. So at the top is the Red Tyranids. They remain at the top on 89 points. Then the Leviathan Tyranids on 86. James Astra Militarum on 76 points at 3rd. Now the Tau coming in at number 4, so at 4th place for them. And then running through the others, going all the way down to the Ultramarines in at 8th. So they do qualify at this stage, but it's an early point here in the league. James will need a good win to boost him right up if his army is to stand a chance of going through to the final 8. That is the result here. We'll talk about units of the game next for both sides. Units of the game for both sides. It was a team effort, I think, for the Tau. The 2 commanders were in a pain. He wouldn't die, and he was solid as a rock, surviving across there. I'm going to give it to him. Honourable mentions, though, to the Hammerheads. They were useful. The broadside teams did well with their firepower coming through. But I'm going to give it to Commander Ghostside here in this game. A solid rock surviving through right to the end of the battle. And then for James, he's going to give it to Calgar and the Honour Guard across there. A solid rock for the Space Marines, although not quite enough to survive through to the end of the battle. That's the game. Keep a lookout for more battles on the channel. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.